All right, man. So you know, it's always a lot of uproar when you hear about a man grooming a woman, right? Like basically, if you don't know what grooming is, that's like when an older male basically sets up a younger woman that's underage to a point of where she becomes mature and he can start dealing with her, right? That's what grooming somebody is. There's even also uproar when you hear about an older man sleeping with an underage woman or girl. But where's the uproar? And do you ever hear any uproar when if roles are reversed and it's an older woman dealing or grooming with an underage boy before he becomes a man? That's what's allegedly happening or had happened with this guy right here, this rapper Danny Boy, claiming that Mary J. Blige groomed him and was with him, sleeping with him when he was only 16 years old. So let's go ahead and play it.
While you was in New York for the Source Awards, that's the first time you met Mary J. Blige and Puff Daddy baby mama Misa, right?
Yes.
Tell me about that.
Yeah, so I met after the award show, we went up to the room. I forgot what hotel that it was. But Suge would always have the biggest room in the damn building, the presidential suite. And I was in the room and Suge called me. He said, come upstairs for a minute. And my god brother was there with me. He said, come up by yourself. So when he said that, it's either it's another girl upstairs for me, or somebody probably finna get their ass whooped upstairs or something. I don't know what's going on. So I'm like, oh man, here we go. I get up to the room and it's a table full of girls sitting around the table. And they all eating, everybody eating, and they ordering food, and some of the homies are in the room. And Misa's sitting there. Misa is Puffy's baby mother. Devontae's one of Devontae's baby mama, and I think Casey baby mama was up there. No, it wasn't. It was Devontae's baby mama and Mary and a couple other chicks that was at the table. And we talking and we drinking. And you know, I'm kind of excited again. I'm from the west side of Chicago, and who doesn't look up to Mary J. Blige as like, you know, one of the queens, you know, of that time. She's a queen of R&B at that time, at least in the hood. And we up there chilling and drinking and drinking. And I think after I left for a little while, we was talking. I think I left out, and Suge called me back up to the room. He said, come back upstairs, man, or old girl want to see you. Fuck is old girl? I'm thinking one of the other girls that was at the table. And I get up there to the room. Suge's in his room, and Misa's sitting on the bed with a sheet wrapped around her. You know, and you can kind of see like her nice body, and she got this sheet wrapped around her. And Mary's sitting on the couch. So I know the girl that he in the bed with don't want me. So I went in, he closed the door and shit, and I sit down and I start talking to Mary. And the inside, I'm about to lose it, because I'm actually sitting here talking to Mary. She's sitting on the couch and shit, and we ordered some food and some more drinks. And somebody knocked on the door. She ran and kind of damn near jumped behind the couch hiding. But I'm looking like, what's your problem is? And she make sure that's not K. K. You know, and I'm like, oh, man, I don't care. You know, I'm talking to him. I don't care who he is. He better not, you ain't got to be running and jumping and did it. But she was actually talking about KC. She was thinking that KC, she had like this postpartum type, you know, the shit that people in the army probably go through when they hear bangs. Like when it came to KC at that time.
Right.
You know, and she's sitting on the couch and shit. I'm like, you know, you ain't got to worry about him. You know, you straight. You did it thing. I'm 15, 16 years old. And she laying on the couch. And I'm sitting on the other end, and she lay down on the couch and put her head in my lap. I'm like, damn. He can't be talking about Mary was talking about she wanted me to come back up here, and now she on my lap. And I'm sitting there and I'm wondering, I'm like, okay, what is this going to end up to? And she stayed a couple more hours. And we decided to go in the other room because it was a suite. We went in another room and laid down. And she laid down with me and she kind of like backed up against me. And every time she backed up against me, I would move away and shit, you know. And from that time, I had an opportunity to go out to New York and visit her a couple more times. But, you know, that's why I was kind of confused when I heard Kurt saying that Mary was pot girl. Because at that time, she was my girl. At that time, I'm 15, 16 years old, and she flying me in to see her. And you know what it is when a girl back up on you, you young and shit, and I'm trying to show her that she ain't phasing me. I'm hard as goddamn. She's backing up against me. This Mary J. Blige. And quite nicely, I mean, you know, I don't even know if you're supposed to say you had sex with people on camera? Anyway, whatever. I'm not quite sure, but
Relations.
yeah, we had relations. That's a good way. That's a good way to put it out. And I said it in the book, and I was, you know, I was saying it because it was my Instagram moment. I should say before Instagram came out, or that was my moment. That was my social media moment to be able to say that in the book. Because had it been cameras or something around, or being able to make a post, I probably would have tried to make it something very serious with her, especially after being there more than 5 times.
And you kept in contact with Mary J. Blige after that, right?
I did, for sure. For sure, she would fly me in sometimes, and I'd fly down to see her. And my last time seeing her in New York was when I was on my way to work with Devontae in Rochester, New York.
Tell me about that.
Well, Suge wanted me to go down to New York to work with Devontae. At this time, Devontae was running the Basement. His crew was called the Basement, and they were down in Rochester. And he had Timberland and Magoo, Missy. Missy was a part of the group Sister. I think it was Missy and Tweet. And my boy Genuine. Shout out to Genuine. He had all those artists down there, and I just went down there to do some records with him and had an opportunity on my way to fly down there to stay for about a month or so. Mary kind of tricked me. She tricked me when I missed my flight to go up to Rochester. I flew into New York, and I was supposed to fly out to Rochester. I stayed with her that night. And went to Rochester and had an opportunity to cut some great records with Devontae Swing.
So you was messing around with Mary J. Blige before Tupac, right?
Yeah, for sure.
So
Unless he messed with her back before he went to jail.
So when did Tupac come in the picture?
Pac came in the picture a little bit after the Source Awards.
Yeah, I'm talking about like Mary J. Blige. Like how did that
I think
come
that
about?
was like, you know, when Pac came around and got out of jail, everybody wanted Pac. All of the girls wanted him, everybody wanted to be around him. You know what I mean? And you kind of notice, you know, the girls hanging around, but I can't say that I know for sure that Pac fucked Mary. I can't say that for sure.
Did you hear about it?
Nah. If they did, you know, and I wouldn't put it past again, because she'll kind of like, you know, connect me with her. So did he connect Pac with her? He probably did. They wasn't gonna tell me though, because I was I'm sure in my little feelings, or I would have been in my feelings about it.
All right, so look, as you've heard, he said he was messing with her when he was 15, 16. So just so we can get a reference to how old everybody was, let's find out how old Danny Boy is, so we can find out how old he was at the time. Sorry. Let's go ahead and find out. 46 years old, okay? So he's 46 years old as of right now. Let's find out how old Mary J. Blige is. Mary J. Blige. Age. He's 46. She's 52. 46, 52, 6 years older. So when he was about 16, she was about 22. Okay? When he was 15, she was 21. I wonder, do people have the same energy for this type of story when it's the other way around? Let's read some comments. I have not read these comments yet, but let's read some of the comments of what people got to say about the roles being reversed. Ashton McWright. Bro, why are you 70 years old talking about it now? Sheesh. Okay? Unique Sweets. I don't hold no one up in their wrongdoing, but my thing is, why wait up teen years to say something, and how do we know it's the truth just because a person says it? Just saying, I hope you got that same energy. Believe men, I hope you have that same energy when the roles is reversed. Okay? Anyway, Paris_loyal_London23. Clout chasing. He needs camera time. Isn't him and Mary around the exact same age? Nope, they're actually not. They're not the same age. Chili was messing with Usher when he was 15. I literally had a 66-year-old man tell me on Monday that his first sexual experience was with a 27-year-old woman who had 2 children and he was 12. He was still boasting about it, and I was trying to explain to him that was abuse and he wasn't trying to hear me. I despise that men/boys get overlooked in this conversation. This leads to hypersexualization, predator behavior, confusion, and identity, and guess who it affects later? Everyone. I have 2 boys, and with every fiber in me, I am not playing about them and could not care less about who is offended about how I protect them. See, if it wasn't a man doing it, who cares? That's my whole point. That's my whole point about this video. Man, he tripping, and dude screaming sex offender with no proof. Where's the proof of this incident? I hope you keep that same energy. Hope you keep that same energy, man. Y'all tell me, do y'all believe it? And if you do believe it, do you think that it's different when it's an older woman with a younger man than it is when an older man and a younger woman? Y'all tell me. Watch this video right here. Subscribe bubble right here, man, and I'm out.